Judge Judy kicks out a dude for having too much fun.
Drugs and walk
You can
around
watch
with a
Judge
gun.
Judy. She breaks
don't
this
wanna
poor
eat-
guy's heart. He's having such a fun time. Apparently, he was laughing too loud, and she didn't like it. But just watch this. I mean,
Drugs
Isn't that
and walk
good?
around with a gun.
I thought so.
Plus, you don't want to eat.
Uh-oh.
You don't want to eat.
The gaze
That
of
food.
Judy.
That's life.
No, it's not my life. It's not her life. It's not Bert's life. Out. Did you hear what I said? You know who
Watch
I'm
his
looking
face.
at. You got my eyes? Blue, black, out. Out.
It's like a Tim and Eric
What?
sketch. Me?
It would be you.
What did he do?
He looks mortified.
Just
He
go.
laughed too hard.
Say
He enjoyed
nothing.
himself too much.
But
And then the
everyone-
ponytail.
Oh, the ponytail.
Yeah, he has a ponytail. That's why.
But everyone was laughing.
He laughed too hard.
I'm sure in the studio it was probably coming off louder than what we could hear. I guess she thought he was doing some kind of shenanigans. Maybe to be heard or something in the episode. But he looks
Black.
absolutely mortified.
Out.
Yeah.
It would be you. Out. Just go. Say
I love the
He's
cold.
like, I took the day off to come watch this
Yeah.
show.
You're my favorite. I'm loving it. Imagine, like, you travel to LA. You love Judge Judy. You finally there. You're loving every second. You're laughing. You're enjoying yourself. And Judge Judy's like, you get the fuck out. And then the cult of Judy, it's almost like everyone else there is about to start spitting on him, too, on the way out. Fuck you. You're not one of us. Fucking amazing.
nothing. Perfect.
You know what's the best, too? They didn't cut this out.
No, she loves it.
She didn't cut it out.
Part
She,
of her character.
this guy didn't sign up to be publicly shamed. He's just come to enjoy the show, yet she's kept in this part where she's publicly shaming this pedestrian and showing his face, close-ups of his face. Get out! This poor guy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What did he do?
It's not life, Mr. Cuffy. It's what a life
I think
should
they interview
be.
him afterwards.
Some lives.
You think it's a good life?
It is what it is.
No, it's not what it is, Mr. Cuffy. It's what you make it. Life is what
Oh, we got a little life lesson at the end there, too. Remember, Mr. Cuffy.
Get out!
Oh, was that little Zanny?
Yeah, that's Annie.
Get out!
Get out!
That shit's
Hila, you
intimidating.
saw that, right?
Yeah.
I watched the whole episode.
You did?
Yeah.
How was
great.
it? Thank you. So congratulations to that
I like
guy.
this podcast when I'm not in it.
You do? Thank you.
I can't watch it when I'm in it.
I know I don't like. I watched it with you, part of it, and I push the button to pause it, and it's a little delayed, and then it goes back, and then I pause it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's beside the point. I don't like watching it, and I'll tell you why. Because when I come in here and perform, I want to do it in a vacuum. I don't want to do it about like, oh, well, what do I think about that? Or I don't want to be self-aware at all, really, as little as possible. So when I watch, I mean, there are certain points, I think, especially in the beginning, where we were having audio issues, or I have a tendency to talk over the guests, or I have bad habits on the mic where I'll be like, something I'm still working on. But I think for the most part, at least now, I like to just be here in a vacuum as much as possible. I
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want my own doubts in my head, and I don't want the audience's voices in my head either.
Because at some point it was getting hard to express yourself without, even before saying anything, you already start thinking, what are they going to think about what I'm going to say?
That's right.
And it's like paralyzing. You end up not saying anything.
You lose your authenticity in a way,
Yeah.
which is the reason you have to assume why people are watching to begin with, is that we're here hanging out and I'm expressing myself authentically. So I think as a performer, you don't want to watch too much of your stuff. That's at least for me. Like, I think you
Especially something like this podcast, when it's like
Very off
long
the cuff,
format
yeah.
and not edited. And
I mean, it's pretty cringy watching yourself. And you're like, oh, I sound like that. I said that. You know.
or like, why am I itching right
Yeah,
here
right.
right now? And
Like I'm plucking a fucking... That's probably good to know. When I was like trying to get an eyebrow hair out for 30 minutes. A little distracting.
Cheers!
So let's wrap it up here with a Trump meme. And again, I'm not getting political on your asses. We can all appreciate this left and right. Ela, you probably haven't seen this. Tell me what you think.
No, at some point, I might. But at some point, I hope they get it because it's a fantastic financial statement. It's a fantastic financial statement. And let's do that over. He's coughing in the middle of my answer.
Yeah, okay.
I don't like that, you know?
When your chief of staff.
If you're going to cough,
I
please.
love how he's like, it's your chief of staff. Like he's clowning his chief of staff in front of the cameras.
I like how he's like, I don't like that, you know? And it's
Yeah.
like, no, I don't know.
But
What do you
he
mean?
goes, you should go outside, but they're inside a closed room. Like, there's really, and a cough is very spontaneous.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how you can criticize someone for that. But I wonder if he was trying to tell him to be like, oof, don't go there.
Oh, 100%.
I
That's
think-
how I interpreted it.
Yeah.
No, at some point, I might. But at some point, I
He's
hope
starting
they
to
get
talk about
it
his
'cause
financial
It's a
statement.
fantastic
He's like, don't talk about
financial
that.
statement. It's a fantastic financial statement.
And Trump's processing it
let's
right
do
now.
that over. He's coughing in the middle of my answer.
Yeah, okay.
I don't like that, you know?
When your chief of staff.
If you're going to cough, please leave the room.
And so he covers it up by being like, tries to be super offended by the cough. But I think he was like, bro, don't go there on the financial statements.
So you think they're both understanding the...
Yes. Because that was kind of, you could cough way more quiet than that. The guy was like, bleh, bleh. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree that I think he was trying to interrupt him, but I don't know.
I thought
When you watch the rest of this clip, it kind of seems like Trump didn't pick up on it.
But I
He
think
was just
Trump is
annoyed that he's coughing.
overcompensating to make it look like he was actually
Maybe.
upset
He's
and that
the
he didn't
40
shift gears,
four-dimensional chess.
which was very slick. Yeah, I think it was a slick
Fooled
move.
me.
40 chess, baby. You're not on the interdimensional level of...
I thought there was only a cough going on here and a guy upset about the cough.
Look, despite what a lot of liberals say, I do think Trump is a very intelligent, strategic guy. So usually, like if you're in his position, how do you react if your chief of staff is being like, shut up, don't talk about that? How can you transition out of that and not make it look painfully obvious that
I guess.
you don't want to talk about that and that your chief of staff is tipping you off not to mention it? And this is kind of the best way possible.
What about in the rest of the clip, though? Does he actually stop talking about it after that?
Let's watch.
That
It's
would
a
be-
fantastic
I think he does.
financial statement. And let's
But
do that over. He's
you can
coughing
you
in
can
the middle
see
of my
in his
answer.
head he's processing.
Let's do
But
that
look,
over. He's coughing.
after his
financial
cough, he starts
statement.
thinking.
Yeah.
And let's do that
Sorry,
over. He's
Eli, I
coughing
know.
in
I
the
just
middle
want to
of
catch
my
the cough.
It's a
No, I
fantastic
wanna-
financial statement. It's a fantastic financial statement.
Oh my God, I didn't get the
And,
cough. I'm
let's do
sorry.
that
I
over. He's
apologize to
coughing in-
everybody.
but
I'm just going back to the
I
beginning.
might, but at some point I hope they get it because it's a fantastic financial statement. It's a fantastic financial statement. And let's do that over. He's coughing in the middle of my answer.
Yeah, okay.
I don't like that, you know?
When your chief of staff.
If you're going to cough, please leave the room.
Get a shot of, and I'll come over here.
You just can't.
Just to change the shot.
Okay.
Sorry, Mr. Trump.
Okay, do you want to do that a little differently then?
Yeah, we just changed the angle. Yep. Thank you.
So at some point, I look forward to.
So,
See, he was going back into.
but
talking
what
about
did he
his
say? He said, "Come on, for Christ's
look
sake."
for-
I look forward to. Frankly, I'd like to have people see. I guess it is the same. So maybe he was just butthurt, and we give Trump too much credit.
See, I think you're right about the chief of staff trying to give him a heads up. I just think he didn't pick up on it.
But then why would he be so offended that like imagine the chief of staff is like trying to tip him off and then Trump doesn't get it and is just butthurt
Well,
that he coughed.
To be fair, I mean, Trump was a fucking TV star for 10 years, and on a Hollywood set, if you cough, yeah, you get kicked out. I mean, that,
Interesting.
you know, so
I guess
it
we'll
might
never
just be
know.
kind of falling back on his media training kind of thing.
Just like his tax returns, we'll never know.
Yeah, there you go.